Oh yeah, is it Tuesday already? Andor episodes 7, 8, and 9 are just 30 minutes away, chat. The Gorman Massacre, what we've all been waiting for. More Bail Organa. Mon Mothma forcing her way out of Coruscant, calling out Palpatine, saying the monster will come for us all. That's all going down tonight. Who else will die during this Gorman Massacre? Will Bix be in attendance? Will Syril die? Is Dedra being force choked by Lord Vader himself? Probably not. But throwing your craziest predictions into the chat, and let's dive into all of it. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing on this fine Tuesday evening? Yeah, that's right. It's time for the second to last week of Andor. I know. We only have 2 more weeks of Andor Season 2, as we are getting 3 episodes tonight and 3 episodes a week from tonight. And that will be the finale. So this is it, chat. This is it. Enjoy it while it lasts. Now, this might just well be the greatest arc of the entire series, including Season 1, meaning could be better than Aldani and even better than Narkina 5. However, only time will tell. But from what the people who have seen all 12 episodes are saying, it seems like it could just be. Now, throw in your craziest predictions into the chat, and while you do that, let me say hi to everybody in the chat, shall we? Let's do that first, shall we? Brandon Baker, what is up? Cooper, how we doing? 50 Thunder, what is up? Ian in the house. RL, what is up? Dylan, how we doing? Marky, what is up? Adam, how we doing? Ryan in the house. Rachel, what is up? Joe, how we doing? Tafari Tano in the house. That guy B, what is up? Holly, how we doing? Steve, what is up? Donald in the building. Of course, Droopy McCool is hanging out with us. Infinity Force, how we doing? WUV Grad, what is up? All right, if I missed you, you know the deal. Just yell at me in the chat. Let's give everybody a nice little,
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Okay. So there could be a lot going on in tonight's episode, or there will be a lot going on in tonight's episode. But to me, I still think the biggest thing that could happen, at least in terms of Cassian's story, would be Bix's death. The fact that she is not in any other scenes in any of the trailers that we've received, we've gotten a lot of them. In all of the trailers that we've ever seen, there is not a single frame of Bix that we haven't seen yet. All of it has been seen in the first 6 episodes, leading to the conclusion that she might die. Not only that, Cassian's on Yavin, Cassian's on Gorman by himself. He's not with Bix. So the question of where she may be might lead to her death tonight. Now let's look on a more bright side. Let's talk less death. Gorman Massacre. Thousands of innocent lives are all going to die. Will Luthen die? Will Syril die? Oh yeah, that's right. Let's not talk about deaths, because all that's happening is death.
Execute Order 66.
Okay, but in all seriousness, we are going to have quite the episodes tonight, as Bail Organa was introduced into a recast last week, and now we're going to get a lot more Bail Organa, possibly leading to Leia Organa, and we could be getting some other familiar faces. Admiral Raddus is confirmed to be in Andor Season 2. Will we be seeing other familiar Rebel faces? Are we going to Yavin 4 tonight? All these things are up in the air, so tell me in the chat. And while you do, let's start off the stream the correct way, with a poll. Okay, so if you haven't smashed a freaking like on the stream, do that. That's what the first poll tells you to do, as per usual. But let's do this. Do you think Bix will die tonight? Yes or no? What do we think? You tell me in the chat. What do you think? And while you do that, I got let's just say something a little sad, I guess. Sad, but not really. I wonder who will we be adding tonight? Andor has really been a dark show, chat. And not just dark in terms of like lighting, but dark in terms of killing a lot of people off. And that's going to continue. I mean, thousands of Gormans tonight, Luthen at some point, probably Bix too. But Cinta was last week. Brazo was the week before. Of course, all in season 1. We got Marva. We got Pack. that one was brutal. We got a bunch of pretty. Nemec, the goat, right there. A bunch of pretty devastating deaths from season 1. Oh, Tim! Shout out to Tim. He was the worst. But why is Tim up there? Because he died. Tim's up there because he died. He may have sucked and ratted out Cassian, but he still died, you know? Yavin 4 was already in the season. You're right, Alex. You're absolutely right. I mean more so the actual base. Yeah, the actual Yavin 4 base that we see in Rogue One. You're right, though. You're right. So who will be added to this very edited together? I love how it's posted by Chopper. Like, come on. Chopper had to go on and post all the people's deaths. Pretty funny. Yeah, of course it's Chopper, exactly. Yeah. Precisely. But let's talk about some scenes that we haven't seen yet. So I got a couple trailers pulled up here of a bunch of scenes that could be happening in tonight's episode. So let's take a look at this. Oops. Oh, hang on. Darth Plagueis lives with a very... Oh my God, $10 holo. Hang on, we got to check that out real quick. Darth Plagueis lives with a very generous $10 holo. It says, lots of Gorman's going to die tonight. See, it's not just me, chat. You guys are the ones who are like, oh, this person's going to die. This person's going to die. And you blame me. You blame me all the time, chat. God. But he says a lot of Gormans are going to die tonight. But who else? Much love. Well, Plagueis, that's what we're here to figure out. Who else? I appreciate the super chat. I really, really do. I think Bix is for sure a goner. But as Sean puts it too, Syril could just as well die. Like Dedra, maybe it's not her fault, but during this whole madness on Gorman, Syril could be dead. Oh, and Saw Gerrera's legs, true. Well, let's ask that. What do you think, chat? Will Saw Gerrera be at the Gorman massacre? What do we think? Will Saw Gerrera be there, and that's how he loses his legs, and that's why he has 2 metal legs in Rogue One? Tell me in the chat. Okay. Final gambling. I'll turn on the gambling once the show starts. Yeah. Okay. But where was I? Since I've been so rudely interrupted, let's get back to these trailers, shall we? God. Okay. Oh, that's muted. Hang on. Try that again. Take 2. There we go. So obviously, Yavin 4. Will this be coming tonight? What do we think, chat? Yavin 4 tonight? Yes or no? Tell me in the chat.
I came with you to be part of something.
To me, I think they're saving Yavin 4 for like the last week. I don't know, but it seems like last week. Will Mon Mothma become a widow tonight? Oh my God, you're going to kill off Perrin? God. I hope not. That would stink. Yeah, but they could be setting it up for next week, you know? This is definitely happening tonight. This is Cassian's ship. He's on Coruscant, and he's going to save Mon Mothma after she calls out Palpatine in the Senate. It's going to be chaos tonight, chat. Chaos.
It's a different kind of mission. It means so much to reconnect with the cast of Andor. It's this amazing story that is so important for all of us. If it goes up in flames,
It will burn.
it will burn
Very brightly.
very brightly.
You see so much growth and so much destruction.
Death Star tonight, chat? Death Star tonight, chat? Morris, what's up? Greetings from Brazil. Ooh, what's up? Brazil, how we doing? The Death Star is going to play a pretty big role in the back half of this season, sort of as a scare tactic. We know that Krennic will, of course, we see him right here staring at the Death Star, but our heroes won't be seeing the Death Star. At least I don't think so. We know from one of the trailers that Clea does know that they're building a weapon. We don't know if she knows if that weapon is, in fact, a planet-killing moon. That's no moon. But the Death Star will be seen, at least, at some point in these next 6 episodes. The question is it tonight? We're thinking next week? Okay. Oh, yes to Death Star tonight? Okay.
So the evolution of these characters is pretty intense.
The actors, they were so great. You start to realize what you can write for. Everything's in play. Everything's in motion. Nobody can escape.
So much of all these trailers are focused on the Gorman Massacre. And finally, after 3 weeks, I guess, of waiting and 6 episodes, we are finally going to get that main event. It seems like this is the big main event. It's all the marketing. This Gorman Massacre. All 3 episodes last week were just setting up the Gorman Massacre. Even the first 3 episodes, with Krennic in that secret boardroom meeting. All of this has been leading to tonight, leading to this massacre that is going down tonight. Which is kind of crazy because this isn't even the finale of the show. Like, we still have 3 more episodes after this. But so much of these trailers are focused on this event. And that might just be K2 and Cassian and how they meet, but we'll figure that. We'll talk about that too. K2SO for sure tonight.
The crushing power of the Empire.
We need to speak out. We need to stand up.
There is peril at every corner.
With a script of Tony's caliber, the depth and the humanity, I think it's very beautiful. There's something more here, and you feel it.
But if I'm giving up everything, I want to win.
This is the room where she's getting force choked in / maybe having a panic attack. See, where we first see this room in episode 5 from last week, Syril is talking to Dedra on Coruscant. So this leads me to believe that Dedra is going to be talking to somebody on Coruscant, or just somebody in general, somebody higher up, maybe Krennic, maybe Vader, maybe somebody else, Partagaz. But when she turns around and looks towards the camera, she starts grasping at her neck. She starts freaking out. So something crazy is happening. Maybe she's given the order, possibly, given the order to execute all the Gormans, and that's why she's freaking out. But I'm not too sure. You guys tell me in the chat what's going on in this room. I heard this arc rivals the Narkina 5. That's what I'm hearing too. This might be the greatest 3 episodes of Andor, period. And if we're being honest, Andor is so good that these 3 episodes tonight might be some of the best Star Wars content we've ever seen. Period. End of sentence. Like, I'm feeling good tonight, chat. I got a good feeling about this. I got a bad feeling. No. I got a good feeling about this. I think something crazy's happening. Did you send another super chat, or was that just the first one? I'm not too sure. Okay. I think it was the first one. Yeah. I don't think the massacre can be tonight. The action always happens in the 3rd episode of the arc. Not necessarily. Actually, Donald, I think the massacre will happen in possibly the 2nd, because the fallout of the massacre, the Mon Mothma getting off of Coruscant, that is all going to happen in tonight's episodes too. So we're going to see the massacre itself, and then we're going to get to see the fallout of it as well. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But let's keep going.
It's smart, it's emotional, it's human.
We have to.
And it just happens to be in a galaxy far, far away.
We must stand together.
Have we seen this yet?
We must stand together.
This Luthen shot? I don't think we have. He looks pretty sad here. Sad Luthen.
Together, we will be crushed.
That's tonight. So this is how we know that time has passed. Again, there's a year gap between last week's episode and this week's episode, and Syril's hair is clearly a lot longer, and he's got a sort of a different look to him. So where we left off in episode 6, we had Syril on Gorman watching the rebels and making sure the rebels did their thing. Cinta died, but they still did their thing and stole from the Empire, and they're setting up this big rebellion. But the Empire has built an armory there, and now they're purposefully allowing a rebellion to grow so that when they crush this rebellion, they can take the planet as their own. And now a year has passed. A year has gone by. And here we are. Jordan Rennie with a very generous $2 holla says, bring on Bail Organa. let's talk about Bail Organa for a second. Just a quick second. Did you guys like the recast from last week? Tell me in the chat, yes or no. We're going to be getting a lot more of Bail in tonight's episodes. That's been confirmed, okay? Iron Rings, I appreciate that. Says new sub, love your recaps. I appreciate that. I appreciate it! Okay. But Bail Organa is going to be in these 3 episodes quite a bit, and that's why they reintroduced him into the storyline in last week's episode, just as a hello to say, we've recast Bail Organa. So this is what he's going to look like now. Deal with it. And now we're going to get a lot more of Bail in the Senate. And what does that sort of come to? Possibly the Ghost Crew and getting Mon Mothma off of Coruscant and all that other crazy stuff. So a lot can go into having Bail Organa. Yeah. And Duncan says, if Jimmy Smits isn't available, then this was a great recast. I mean, yeah. Tony was pretty adamant about how they tried so hard to make it sure that they could get Jimmy, but he just couldn't do it. It was a whole thing, you know? It was a whole thing. But I kind of agree with you. It's a good recast. I mean, he's pretty damn good so far. Benjamin, I'm eager to see what he does. I'm eager to see what he does. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll get at least a mention of the Ghost Crew tonight. I don't think we'll see them. No. But a mention. A mention for sure. Yeah, but back to this.
Welcome to the
More Yavin 4.
rebellion.
Oh, okay. Let's go to this next trailer. Was it this one? Yeah. All right. This is the one where Mon Mothma was calling out Palpatine, and we got some other crazy stuff going on. So let's I think this will happen tonight too. Cassian and probably K2SO with him on Gorman. Woot, what's up? How we doing?
Came with you to be part of something.
I mean, on Coruscant. Did I say Gorman? Jeez.
The Empire cannot win.
Saw Gerrera on Jeddah. This won't happen until the finale. So when he's on Jeddah, let's talk about Saw Gerrera for a quick sec. When he's on Jeddah, he has 2 metal legs in this oxygen tank-like thing, which now people think is probably going to be rhydonium, probably. Dude, I clicked on your stream accidentally to see if the episodes are out. And 10 minutes after listening, I realized that you're doing a good job. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for YouTube for accidentally clicking on my video. Welcome to the people who love Star Wars. But do you think that Saw Gerrera is going to be losing his legs tonight? And if so, how? Is he going to be on Gorman? Is that going to be the catastrophe of the whole thing? Like he blows his own legs off? Like what's going to go down? And who saves him? And how does he escape? Jordan Rennie with a very generous $2 holla says 2 BBY, everyone. True. Yes, we are in 2 BBY. And some very important events happen in 2 BBY. One being the Gorman Massacre. He cuts his legs off with a saw. Ironic. Ironic. Mr. Slash X, what's up? Do you think B2 will be, his memory circuits will be put into K2? No, I don't think so. I think because there are 2 very different droids, very personality-wise, they're very, very different. I don't think so. I think B2 has been sidelined for the rest of the season. Indeed. But I don't think the Saw stuff will happen until, or at least him on Jeddah won't happen until next week. His legs, though, might be blown off this week, possibly at the Gorman Massacre.
It's a different kind of mission.
If it goes up in flames,
It will burn
Very brightly.
very brightly.
But if I'm giving up everything, I want to win. We have to. We must stand together. We will be crushed.
Resistance.
So this, do you guys think that this is going down tonight? This is what we're seeing here. It's almost unbelievable. It's Krennic interrogating Dedra. This might be a falling out, I guess the fallout of the Gorman Massacre. Tales of a guy who loves Star Wars. I'd watch that. It might be the fallout of the Gorman Massacre. So if we're getting the fallout in terms of Mon Mothma and calling out the Senate, wouldn't we also see this? Could that be on Gorman? It looks like the ISB headquarters. We've already seen this room before in season 1, where Dedra interrogates Syril. So I don't think so. I think this is the same room. You think this will be next week? It could be next week. It very well could be next week. Honestly, though, they brought back Ben Mendelsohn to play Krennic, and they hyped him up like he was going to be in the show quite a bit. And if I'm being honest, chat, we've only seen 2 episodes of Krennic, and really, he's only in parts of each of those episodes. He's not really a main character. So I think the back half of this season will have a lot more Krennic. A lot. Yeah. Oh, before I forget, because I'm going to, let me point this out. Before we get to finish that trailer, I'm going to forget this, so I want to point it out because I thought of it today. We had Tales of the Underworld release on Sunday. And if you watch Tales of the Underworld, then I'm pretty sure you noticed that it was incredible, okay? It was awesome. Asajj Ventress, Cad Bane, it was fan-freaking-tastic. But doesn't it feel like a little bit of a deja vu going on here, chat? Don't you remember back in Andor Season 1 when they released Tales of the Jedi? Remember that? It was right in the middle of Andor Season 1. They released Tales of the Jedi at the same time they were releasing Andor. Very, very strange. Fast forward 3 years later. Yeah, 3 years later. And now we have Andor Season 2 with a Tales of the Underworld in the middle. And let's not get confused here, because that Tales of the Jedi episodes, they aired at the time where fans were going, Andor's a little boring and I want something else. And in comes Tales of the Jedi and people go, oh my God, that's great. But in the same week as Tales of the Jedi releasing was the Narkina 5 arc. And fans lost their freaking minds because it was the best episode of the entire season. I think they're doing the same thing. I think Tales of the Underworld was to grasp some fans' attention that aren't watching Andor, to say, look at this shiny thing that we call Asajj Ventress and Cad Bane. And then while you're looking at that, also come look at the greatest episodes ever in Andor Season 2 this week. Because last time we did this, Tales of the Jedi led to the Narkina 5 one-way out arc. And now this time we're doing it, Tales of the Underworld might be leading to the greatest arc of Season 2 and maybe even the greatest arc of the entire season. Series. Sorry. So it might just be a little bit of deja vu. But I thought I'd bring that up because I thought of it today. It was pretty ironic, if you will. But let's keep going.
It's absurd.
K2SO tonight. What do we think, chat?
It's absurd.
I've been here in episode 8. Derek, what's up? How we doing? I've been here in episode 8. Eight, chat? Episode 8. What do we think? What do we think? And if you think so, then how the bleepity bleep are they going to get him to be a rebel? How is Cassian going to reprogram him, or is it not going to be Cassian? Who's going to do it? What do we think? They've been really hiding this because you know, Lucasfilm can keep a damn secret pretty damn well. But they've been hiding the fact that K2, they're not hiding the fact that K2's in the season, obviously, but they've been hiding how him and Cassian meet, how this great friendship comes to be. That's supposed to be some big reveal, but I don't know what it's going to be. You guys tell me in the chat. More K2SO tonight.
It's a weapon. They're building
It's a weapon. Leia knows about it.
a weapon. The monster will come for us.
Palpatine? Chat, we got 5 minutes till the show starts. Is there going to be Palpatine tonight? I really don't think so. I don't. I think the Palpatine and Vader train has left the station. However, The only place that Palpatine would show up in this series would be in this scene right here. Mon Mothma calling out Palpatine and the Empire, specifically saying, the monster will come for us all. This is where he would show up, if he's going to. He might not. He might. He's been mentioned a shit ton already. He's probably been mentioned at least twice an episode at this point in season 2. And not to mention all the mentions of him in season 1, because he's mentioned like crazy in that too. So, could it be leading to an actual appearance of him? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. I got a feeling tonight, chat, that we're gonna come into a little bit of spoiler territory here, where some loser is gonna go watch the final episode first and then come back and spoil it for us in the chat. So I urge you all to not do that. Don't be the person who ruins it for everybody else, and be a great person who doesn't ruin it for everybody else. Just thought I'd put that out there. Okay. Now, with that being said, Palpatine, because the monster will come for us all. This is happening tonight, chat. This is going down tonight. Finally, the answer, after months of waiting for is Dedra being force choked by Vader, will come to fruition. And honestly, I don't think it will happen, but even still, something is happening to her here. I love the theory, and shout out to Derek for the theory of the Rhydonium is being pumped into this room, and that's why she's sort of choking on the air. Will be pretty damn cool. John, what's up? Says hi from the UK. What's up? How we doing? Darth Missouri says Disney shill. Well, guess what? I just like good things. Good things. Okay.
This is not for the saying. You're right here.
Wilmon at the Gorman Massacre. That's pretty important. Jordan Rennie with a very generous $2 holla again says the monster is more likely Vader than Palpatine. I honestly think the monster in what she's referring to here is the Empire itself. Yeah. I don't know. But I guess we'll see.
And you're ready to fight.
There's a future here for those who dare.
Still, even with all the scenes of the Gorman Massacre, all that we've actually laid our eyes on with the Gorman Massacre, I still think they're keeping so many secrets. I think there's going to be some twists and turns tonight at this massacre that nobody is expecting, and I think it's going to be a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. So, with that being said, I think we got 2 minutes until... Oh, damn it. That I already muted the thing because I've got to put on the show. But we got 2 minutes or 1 minute until the show, so throw in your craziest predictions right now before it's too late. Throw them in the chat right now, or else be the guy who's like, oh, I was going to say that, Mike, but you didn't give me time to say. This is your time. This is your time. I will turn on the gambling, yes. But we're going to watch these 3 episodes. If you guys like to click away and watch it by yourself, that's perfectly fine. Come back at the end and be like, hey, Mike, I thought that was crazy. Bix is dead. Bix is dead. Yeah. Okay. But I'll turn on the gambling, you fiends. Okay. Gambling is on. Jordan Rennie with another generous $2 holla says, oh my God, the monster is Uncle Harlow. No. No, it is not. Uncle Harlow's a no. By the way, 69% nice. 69% of you guys say yes, Bix will die tonight. That would be absolutely insane. Well, if she dies tonight, then I think Luthen will die next week. Yeah. Adam, I swear you're paying Droopy under the table. You just keep winning. That's just, that's absurd. Okay. Dedra kills Luthen. That would be insane. We do have the scene of Dedra being in the, oh shit, it's out, chat. It's out, chat. Starting it up. Here we go. Starting it up. Push this over there. If you don't know how these things work, we put up this timer in the chat right about there, and we press play together, and we watch it together, and the episodes are out. The first one called The Messenger, or just Messenger, I should say. So don't skip any recaps or anything like that, and let's get this thing started. Are we ready, chat? In 3, 2, 1, go. Don't skip the recap. Saw Gerrera. Oh, we're definitely getting some more Saw tonight. That's for damn sure. When he's in the recap. Calkite. Donald with the very generous $5 holla. I appreciate that. Donald says, let's go. Okay. I appreciate it. Propaganda. Imperial propaganda. Drizzy, what's up? R.I.P. Santa. That's something we're going to have to talk to him about. Ruh-roh. Everything. Jordan. That's a big gamble. Is he even going to take that? I don't think Troopy's even going to accept that. John, what's up? Appreciate you being here. Here we go, chat. That was the longest recap ever, but it was important. All right, laser focus. One year later. The year of the massacre. Oh, yes! Who said Yavin this week? Who said Yavin this week? It wasn't me. This is not how I thought this was going to go, chat. Wilmon. Huh. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Ah, chat, close your eyes. Well, he hasn't worked for him all year. Huh. This is not how I thought this was going to go. Huh. They got the whole thing. Yikes. Why is Droopy not taking your bet? I don't know. He's been acting up lately. I think they were already insane. Dedra. Oh, Bix knows her very well. Bix is pissed. Huh. Luthen's really gone off the deep end then. It's a trap, exactly. I got a bad feeling about this. This is not going to go the way that they think. Oh, chat? Ruh-roh. Where is she? No panic attack. Not yet. Uh-oh. Syril is not happy. I don't think they'll be together. Oh! Oh! Close your eyes, chat! Oh my god! As soon as somebody says we'll leave here, we'll get out of here together and it'll be happily ever after, that's not going to happen, chat. Mon Mothma? Uh-oh. They got an eye on Mon Mothma a lot more now. That's not good. They know. You saw an alien? Alien. Alien alert. Calm before the storm. They're not gonna get removed very lightly here. Oh no. I think I just figured it out, chat. I think I might have just figured out how Bix is gonna die. And it's gonna be because of Cassian's stubbornness to not want to go to Gorman. Force healer? Chat. What? Chat? Chat? I appreciate that, Jordan. Imagine if this was like Cal Kestis, well, like instead of this lady. That'd be crazy. Nah, this isn't the librarian from the temple now. He's Cassian Andor. Huh. Quite literally. That's crazy. Oh, this is gonna hurt so much more. Oh. Yikes, chat. This is gonna go badly. Who was that? The messenger. That's ironic. Bam. Syril's trying to help the Gormans? I don't know. It's healed. It's freaking healed, chat. Oh, yeah. Bix could sense it. thought they were just going to play the Force theme right there. Did you hear that? The first two notes of the Force theme? Holy shit, chat. It's not at all how I saw this 7th episode going. What's this guy's name? Chat, come on. My brain is broken. From Rogue One. He's the guy who tries to kill Jyn Erso. The fuck's his name, chat? Then he's gone. There you go, chat. Is Bix not with them? I don't think Bix was with them, chat. I like this guy. Wilmon doesn't like his flying. This is the first time these two have talked. At least we've seen them talk. Where is Luthen, Chad? Oh my God, Jordan with a very generous $20 holla. Holy crap. Says, yeah, Bix is a goner. Yeah, she is. Dominic, what's up? True story. What is Luthen up to right now? Like, where is he? What if Dedra or oh? What if Dedra or Syril sees him first? For Ferrix. Oh my God, is that an alien, chat? No, it's two. Oh my God. He doesn't recognize him? Alderaan? Ah, he recognizes him. There you go. This is the way. Same room. Cassian's like a regular at this place. Assembly acquired. Batteries not included. Stormtrooper's right above him? Odd. Oh, it's the end. That's the end of the first episode. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, chat. Don't start the next episode yet. Just real quick. Just hang on. 1 second. 1 second, chat. 1 second, chat. All right, rate that first episode out of 10 in the chat right now. Let's pause this timer, reset it really quickly before we start out the next one. What do we think of that first episode? So obviously a big old setup for the Gorman Massacre. It does look like the Gorman Massacre will probably happen in the last episode, which is not what I expected. But none of this episode was what I expected. We're talking Force healers? Predicting Cassian's future as the messenger, which he literally is on Scarif. Not what I expected at all. Bix's death could not be foreshadowed even anymore in this. Syril's death actually getting foreshadowed a little bit too. So what do we think? On a scale of 1 to 10. Honestly, I think the next 2 episodes will get it even higher, but I'm around a high 8s right now. 8.6, 8.7-ish area, maybe 8.8, around that area. But I think these next 2 episodes will make that first episode even better as a setup. Because, of course, these first 2 episodes usually do set the next one up. But with that being said, rank it in the chat and let's keep it going. No Luthen. 0 Luthen. 0 Saw. 0 K2SO. 0 anything. 0 Krennic, 0 Palpatine, 0. Let's keep it going. In 3, 2, 1, go. And don't skip the recaps. Cal Kite. Silence. The resistance. We got some 8s. We got a bunch of 9s out of 10, 10 out of 10, 8 up, 8.5, 9.25, 9.8, 8.9, 11 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 9.7. Wow. 8, 7, 5, 8.5. Syril was pretty upset that episode. And I did not think we were getting Yavin 4 that quickly. Not at all. Can I get some good cups follow orders in the chat, please? Bumpa. Bad luck for Gorman. Very interesting. By the way, this episode is called Who Are You? So I don't know what that entails. Well, the first episode was called The Messenger, and we got a freaking Force healer tell Cassian that he was the messenger. So will Syril turn? I think he will. I mean, we got little glimpses of that in the last episode. Him going to the rebels, try and warn them. But will he fully turn? I don't know. He's definitely not trusting Dedra right now. That's for sure. The whole Luthen and Clea missing is very strange to me. I don't know what's going on there. And Mon Mothma too, because she's not really in the loop, you know? Yeah, no. Different intro music every episode again, just like season 1. That's a crazy shot we've never seen before. Wow, this Imperial armory is way bigger than I thought it was. Holy crap. This reminds me of Assassin's Creed. Don't ask me why. Remember when all they were complaining about was how the AK-47s look too realistic, Chet? Double time. Christian, I'd say Clone Wars. I mean, you can't go wrong with starting with Clone Wars, you know? Ruh-roh. They're opening the plaza? That's not good. They're building a fortress. Okay, we're back in this room, chat. Is this the panic attack? Captain Kaido. Interesting. Oh my God, Jordan with an insane $50 holla. I appreciate that quite a bit. Wow. That's insane, Jordan. I appreciate that. Says, everybody panic. He killed Cinta. He killed Cinta. Is Vel going to kill Bix? I don't think so. But somebody is. Here comes the massacre, chat. General strike. What you gonna do, Syril? What you gonna do? Holy crap, Jordan is almost at 1,000,000 credits. That's insane. Here we go, chat. Here comes the massacre. It's a trap. No way, he figured it out. He knows. Caro Rylance figures it out. Uh-oh. They all gonna die, chat. They all gonna die. We are the Gore. The galaxy is watching. We are the Gore. They're all gonna die. I got a bad feeling about this. The galaxy is not watching. Hate to break it to you guys. He doesn't get it. My God, Jordan, you're crazy. I appreciate that. $20 houses. We are the Gore. He doesn't know. Syril doesn't know. He's rebelling. He is 1,000% rebelling. Whoa. Imagine you just got domed right now by Cassian. Just what a good guy. What did he say? No way. Rebellions are built on hope. 50 Thunder, I appreciate that. And yeah, you're absolutely right. That's the first person to say that, right? Rebellions are built on hope? Because Cassian says it in Rogue One. And Jyn Erso, too. Oh my god, he's right there! That's wild. They're right next to each other. In a galaxy this big, they're standing right next to each other. What you doing, Cassian? All these people are literally just filtering in to get slaughtered. It's crazy. Falling right into the trap. That's a great shot right there of just the stormtrooper watching on. We are Gore, and we are gonna die. We are Gore, and we're falling right into this trap. Oh. Should have brought the blaster out there, Cassian. He knows me. Oh, Syril is so turning on the Empire. How did Syril go from like my least favorite character ever to this this great character? Chat? This is crazy, chat. Closing the gates. They've trapped themselves. What? He just wants the monument? Oh, he just wants them to react. He's trying to make them strike first. Han shot first, chat. The Gores shot first. Fake Leonardo DiCaprio is going to be the one who strikes first. Oh, that's not good. Oh, no. It's fake Leonardo DiCaprio. This is the Gorman national anthem. Shooter, Cassian. What have you done? You turned her against me. Good cups, good cups, chat. Dedra didn't get force choked by Vader. She got choked by Syril, chat. Damn. Darth Syril. Oh, he's done. Wow. Uh-oh. What is he doing? Uh-oh. Where is he going? Uh-oh. He's gonna see Cassian. Shooting one of his own? Run, Syril. That was a close shot. Oh my god. What you gonna do, Cass? Uh-oh. Kaboom. Gonna go out on a limb here and say Cassian doesn't die in this fight. Doesn't. Oh. Syril's out there. Oh my god, shoot, Cassian. Come on, buddy. Oh. Yikes. Syril's just standing still in the middle of this. Run! Run, Luke. Imagine Obi-Wan's Force Ghost just came in through his ears. Run, Syril, run. He just got shot? Kaboom. I thought Syril just got shot. Oh, shit! He found Cassian! Oh my god. Is that the greatest non-lightsaber duel in Star Wars? Uh-oh. I don't know how I'm so worried about Cassian right now when I know he can't die. Or can he? Who are... Oh my god! Caro Rylance kills Syril? Who are you is brutal. Who are you is the last words that Syril Khan ever heard from the guy he'd been chasing for 4 years! 3 years, whatever it is. And she has no idea. Oh my god! Yeah! The guy who killed Senta! No way, that's how they get K2SO. Chopped him in half. Is it dead? Tell people what happened. Take the droid. Wilmon reprograms it. Oh, I guess he doesn't reprogram it, but he helped get it. What is he thinking? If you can hear me. Damn, chat. Damn, chat. Now I really hope Bix does not die. And that's it. Was that not it? Oh, that's it. Okay. All right, chat. Holy. Rate that episode out of 10. My God. We got to take a breather real quick before episode 9. That was insanity. That was insanity. Let's pause this timer really quick. Is it crazy to say 10 out of 10? Like, that might be a 10 out of 10. Holy. We knew it was coming. We knew the Gorman Massacre was coming, but no, I did not think that that was happening. Holy crap. Syril's death? Again, I said it before. I'll say it again. He was my least favorite character by far in season 1. By far. He might be top 3 in the show. Might be top 3. Luthen, Cassian, Syril. Probably in that order. And Luthen's not even in the first 2 episodes. A freaking masterpiece, chat. A masterpiece. And you feel bad for Dedra at the end. How is that even possible? She's the worst. Oh my God. This last episode is an hour. An hour in 1 minute. I think we have to take a pee break, chat. I think I'm gonna press play for the sort of intro thing, the recap, and then I gotta go take a pee. I'm going 10 out of 10. Why give it a fucking 9.8, 9.9? It's a 10 out of 10. It was a freaking masterpiece. It was a masterpiece, chat. God. Really, nothing got to me until can anybody hear me? And it was Cassian crying. Oh, God, hits you right in the heart. Okay, I'm gonna press play. We're gonna press play through the recap, and then I'm gonna go take a pee. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. I appreciate that. I'll be right back. Don't skip the recap. Back. I was running. Think we'll get some Luthen? I don't even know what to expect anymore. I don't know what to do anymore. That was chaos. That was chaos. Oh. Who are you is the last thing he says to him. Even the recap is brutal, chat. God. Now, what the hell is this episode going to even be about? Mon Mothma? She was barely in the first two. Bail Organa? Holy. And then showing Edie at the end, too, is just like heartbreaking. Crazy. Yeah, I see a ton of 10 out of 10s in the chat. 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10. All right. This is an hour-long episode, chat. After all that craziness, we still have an hour-long episode. Holy crap. How do you top that? That's the big question. How do you top that? Let's find out. Panda. You top it by going to Coruscant. Bail. He's being arrested? Winner writes the story. Bale's already got an exit. Oh, Mon's leaving. Bale's staying. Derek, you are spot on. This is, in a word, perfection. That's pretty cool. Oh. They can print those? Are you sure? Oh, boo-hoo. It's too hard. Huh. Listening device. Wow. Jordan with the very generous $10 houses. Don't mind me just trying to get to 1,000,000 credits. I appreciate it, Jordan. Mad Mon Mothma. Jordan, tell me when you're at 10 million. Just kidding. I appreciate it. Uh-oh. Oh, she needs to practice. Gamble it all. Oh no, she found it. Luthen. Oh, he's been missed. Walks in like a badass. Oh, she's not gonna like that. What? What? So good. How is Bale's help corrupted? Chat? Appreciate it, Jordan. Awkward. Very awkward. Huh. after the wedding. Knew that conversation was for something. Oh, that's not good. Thought he was in Rebels. I think he's coming back, chat. Pretty sure he's in Rebels. Mad Mothma. Where's her husband? Yeah, where's her husband and her daughter? That's what I want to know. No Yavin for me. It's all been leading to this. Yeah, it does. So good. This show is so freaking good. Well, that's the crazy girl from the trailer. She loses her mind. Oh, that might be the person who's working for Bale. Oh, this is not going to be a very easy exit, I don't think, especially with Bale's corrupt people. Ronnie Guja. Alex. What's this guy's name again, Chet? Oh, but she will take the floor. Indeed, she will. Bale has his ways. True story. She was just told not to trust them last night by Luthen, who she doesn't really trust. Crazy. Well, at least we know the two of them do make it to Yavin next year. Oh! God damn. No Palpatine. I have friends everywhere. That's a species from the Bad Batch. Crazy how they're spinning this. Huh. She's got to be the bad one, right? From the trailer. Oh my God. He said, huh. Huh. Here we go. Here we go. Run. Run for your life, Mon. Oh. She said the thing. She said the thing. It's so freaking good. Ruh-roh. Time to go. Crazy that we're almost at the end of season 2 and this is the first time that Cassian and Mon Mothma's paths have crossed. Do you think her driver's gonna turn on the Empire? It's a lot of stairs. I think the speech might have turned the driver, which would be insane. I mean, the speech turned everybody. Come on. Let's not forget that Dedra is in the gallery at some point in the trailers, chat. We still got 25 minutes to go here. What you gonna do, driver? Claris, what's his name? Clorvis? How'd they get out? Cloris, I was right. Oh my god! Oh, I thought Cloris was gonna change. I thought he was gonna flippity doo dah. Cassian was like, "Nope, I'm gonna kill you." Colonel Yularen. She did say she. Whoa. She did say she wanted a new driver. There you go, Cassian Andor. Yeah, where's her husband in all this? Where's Perrin at? What'd that say, Chad? Melshi! He's back! It's a gonk droid. I like the helmet in front of him. That was sick. Nope. He's doing just fine. Is he safe, though? Whew. A year ago. Make it worth it. Where is Bix, chat? And where's K2SO? Gold Squadron. I think we got all the pieces. Bix is like Yoda living in the swamps of Dagobah. I got a bad feeling about this one, chat. She might not die. She might be leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. She's holding him back. This might be worse than her dying. Did she leave? There's no way. Why? Pretty close, Chad. Pretty close. It's alive. All right, chat. Rank that episode out of 10. What are we doing, chat? Oh my God. Holy crap. All right, get rid of that timer. Get rid of that timer. What is going on? What is going on? Just making sure I'm not asleep, chat. Making sure this is real life. Peak. It's peak. Chat. That might be. It's the greatest arc of Andor, period. End of sentence. By far. Narkina 5, sure, it's great. No, not even close. Not even close. It's up there for one of the greatest things we've ever seen. I don't like we sat here sort of jokingly going, how do you top that after episode 8? Right? Because episode 8 was a 10 out of 10, hands down, 10 out of 10, end of sentence. Ninth episode, dude. Oh my God. The Bix leaving thing got to me so bad. So bad. I thought she was going to die and it was going to be like a whole thing and it would have been like, okay, sure, whatever, she's dead. That's way worse. That is so much worse. Oh my God. I sit here after some of the episodes we've watched, chat, like after Hayden came back in Ahsoka, after Luke Skywalker comes in Mando Season 2, stuff like that. And this is the same feeling. This is that good. This is that good. Like same level as Luke Skywalker showing up in that. Same level as episode 5 of Ahsoka. Like that good. What we just watched. Hold my beer. Episode 8 and 9 are better than Empire. Oh my God. That the Empire Strikes Back. See, I don't know if I'm there yet, but the feeling I have right now, after having watched those 3 episodes, it is the same feeling I have when I watch Revenge of the Sith. It is the same feeling I have when I watch the original trilogy, when I watch Ahsoka. That's how good this just was. And I don't know how. I really don't. Andor is such a, it's something, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dom Silva with the very generous $5 holla says, not only is this one of the best Star Wars TV shows, it's one of the best TV shows around, period. Yes, that is 100% a fact. This is one of the best shows on television, period. Like you talk about greatest shows all time, you talk about like Breaking Bad, you talk about, and I'm not saying it's better than Breaking Bad, I'm just saying it's on that same playing field. It's 100% on that same playing field, and it's a Star Wars show. That's insane. You're absolutely right. This is not just great Star Wars television. This is just great This is just great television. Period. End of sentence. Holy crap, dude. 50 Thunder with a very generous $5 house says, great party, great host, great guests. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. Sorry, 50 Thunder. I just read my own name. I'm frazzled right now. I'm frazzled to say the least. Bix, not dead. So let's end this poll. She is still alive. Out there somewhere. And let's start up a new one. What did you think of Andor episodes 7, 8, and 9? Did you love it? Did you like it? Were you like, meh, I mean, it's all right? Or did you hate it? And you know how I usually am, chat. I'm very open to other people's perspective. But if you really said you hated this, you might have to rethink your life. I don't know. That was... Gotta put the headphones back on, chat. That was something, dude. That was something. I always hesitate when I rank something 10 out of 10. But I swear, that 8th episode was a 10 out of 10 easy, and I did not think in a million years that the 9th episode would be at that same level, and it was. I have to give the 9th episode a 10 out of 10. That was just as good. Bix leaving, Mon Mothma's speech, escaping Coruscant, and then to top it all off, K2SO comes to life. Peak. Chat. Peak. Wow. Okay. Bix gets her own spin-off show? I don't know about that. I don't think so. I don't think that's what they were setting up there. I really don't. I don't at all. I would be shocked if we were ever to see Bix again. I think it is strange, and Mark just brought it up in the chat, says Andor moves on from Bix by the end of next year because he gets with Jyn, right? I feel like he'd be fighting to return to her now. Well, I don't know. Bix seemed... Well, the whole message of the first episode this week, and honestly, episode 7, although it's going to get overlooked like crazy because episode 8 and 9 were just freaking 10 out of 10s, literally 10 out of 10s. Episode 7 now, with Bix leaving, means so much more. That interaction with the Force healer, like what? And the message that was sent about how Cassian will be the messenger. He has something so important to do with this rebellion. And Bix realizing that and having to leave by the end of episode 9. So that just makes episode 7 all that much better. Episode 7 still probably around like an 8-8, 8-9. But when it's followed by 2 10 out of 10s. And I never say a 10 out of 10 lightly. Ever. As you guys are aware. So that's something. That is something. Whew. Okay. Edge of my seat type stuff. Great television period. Oh, yeah. I know I'm at some points I'm like, I'm supposed to be hosting a show here. So maybe I should look over at the chat, but I'm just glued on this screen. And I'm like, I can't. I like forget that I'm live. I'm probably sitting here like, I look like an idiot, but you know, what are you going to do? But that's just what it is. You can't look away. You can't even blink. You can't even think. It's insane. Crazy. That Force healer's new. Thought she was fake, but who knows? Well, she seemed real. She seemed like she didn't have much training in the ways of the Force, but here's the deal. The Force works in many different ways. She even says that sometimes the Force healing doesn't even work, which is weird. But we meet characters like Chirrut in Rogue One. He doesn't have the Force, and yet he does. He's a worshiper of the Force, at least. So we're getting sort of a inside scoop on a different type of relationship with the Force. Yeah, who are you? Oh my God. See, my mind right now is just thinking Bix's speech, Mon Mothma's speech, K2SO brought back to life, that whole craziness in episode 9. But let's not forget episode 8. Syril's death. The last words that Syril ever hears is Cassian, the guy who he's been chasing for 3+ years, look him dead in the eyes and go, "Who are you?" Brutal. Episode 8 was a freaking masterpiece. I know we talked about episode 9 quite a bit already, but episode 8, are you kidding me? Episode 8. The whole Syril and Dedra stuff was incredible. you feel bad for Dedra by the end of the episode. And of course, showing Edie bawling her eyes out was like, are you freaking kidding me? Craziness. Craziness. That's not how the Force works. That's exactly how the Force works. Been explained many a times by Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ahsoka Tano, Yoda, you name it. Everybody has it. Just the ability to use it is different. Wow, chat. We even got in episode 8 the line, rebellions are built on hope. One of the most iconic and important lines in Rogue One. That's where Cassian hears it from, on Gorman. Oh, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. I never thought Cassian and Jyn were more than committed to the same cause. Yeah, I never really thought of Cassian and Jyn as sort of a lovey relationship type deal. There's a little bit of a spark there at the end, but not really. Like, yeah, they're fighting for the same cause, you know? Yeah. That may be the best television I've ever seen. It might be. Like, I'm trying to think about it. When you think about other great television, you think like the last 2 or 3 episodes of Breaking Bad, or like Better Call, the last 3 or 4 episodes of Better Call Saul. You think of it rivals it. It 100% is in the conversation. Holy crap. 50 Thunder with a very generous $5 holla says, "Who are you?" Krennic asks Jyn the same question. Krennic asks Jyn the same question. Oh, when they're on the little boardwalk thing? You're right. You're absolutely right. That's a great that's a great catch right there. Their spark at the end is just that they succeeded and they know that they will die. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the whole them dying on the beach together. Yeah, that's pretty much them looking out like Thanos, satisfied on his garden. Yeah. Makes Andor's death hit so much harder after Bix's message. Oh, 100%. 1,000,000%. She's like, "Oh, I'll find you after this is all done. Once we're done, I'll find you." Oh, I literally just got goosebumps saying it myself, but hearing Bix say it was like, oh my God. Oh, chat. Holy shit. Okay. Where were we? Just got back on. Wow. Mixed Emotions, episode 9 and 8. I was on the edge of my seat throughout the whole thing. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. How long of a time jump before the next episode? 1 year. Yep. Another year. So once we see these characters next year, I think Cassian and K2 will be best friends. And honestly, I don't know what it's going to be about. I have no clue. I haven't a clue. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, chat. Has it really ever been a better time to be a Star Wars fan? I know I say this and you guys go like, "Oh, Mike's just saying the same thing over and over again." No, think about it. Really. We are watching peak, like some of the greatest Star Wars to ever exist. And that's not even an over-exaggeration. I know people are like, "Oh, you just say that." No, that's not an over-exaggeration. The greatest Star Wars ever. And if you want to go watch the great stuff, like Empire, like Revenge of the Sith, like whatever, whatever you like, it's on Disney Plus right now. Go freaking watch it. And don't even get me started on Ahsoka Season 2 and the Mandalorian Grogu movie and the Maul series. But right now, right here in this moment, it's the greatest time to be a freaking Star Wars fan. And if you don't believe me, go rewatch the 3 episodes we just laid our eyes on. So fucking crazy. This is so crazy, chat. This is so crazy. Derek says, "LOL, you don't know what great Star Wars is?" Derek, I don't know what to tell you. I honestly just feel bad for you at this point. Yeah. You know. Heck, you can watch the whole chronological order for what is Star Wars. That's true. You can do that if you want. Take you a little while, but take you a little while. I don't think George would approve of this one. I think George would definitely approve of this one. Bix hooks up with Wedge and Tellys after the Battle of Yavin. Okay, now that's a theory. That's quite a theory. I don't know how I'm going to sleep tonight. Well, I know I'm not sleeping tonight because I got 3 breakdowns to make, and I don't even know how to put my thoughts into words at this point. I'm going to have to rewatch these episodes and really dive deep here because just the emotions that we just went through cannot be conveyed in a breakdown video. So pretty much my breakdown video is just going to be about like the connections and the Easter eggs and all this other stuff and how it's connected to the Rebels and all whatever, the usual breakdown stuff. But there's no way that I can convey through my words anywhere close to what we just witnessed on screen. Not even close. So I'm going to rewatch the hell out of these episodes like 10 different times. But we just got literally some of the greatest Star Wars content to ever exist tonight. And I felt it before the episodes even came out. Like last week I didn't feel it. The week before that I didn't feel it. I was hyped for Andor, but I didn't feel like I felt today. Because people have been hyping it up. They were saying before that these episodes even came out, the people who've seen all 12 episodes, that this is some of the best Star Wars to ever exist. And they did not lie. There's a reason that this show has a 96 or whatever it does on Rotten Tomatoes. Let's look it up. Andor Season 2, Rotten Tomato. There's a reason that this show currently sits at a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. And by the way, this audience score that's currently sitting on a 79 is going to skyrocket overnight. But I can't wait to see that happen. But there's a reason it sits at a 97. Because those people who scored it at a 97 have seen all 12 episodes. The people who have it scored at a 79 have only seen the first 6. And honestly, I'd agree with that. The first 6 were probably around, I'd say, closer to an 85. But yeah, around an 80. Not this. Not this at all. Wow. Now, there's a lot of open-ended stuff there. Dedra, we still know, is going to be in Luthen's gallery. Luthen stayed on Coruscant. Clea's still on Coruscant. Clea knows about the Death Star in the next episodes. So we still got a lot to happen next week. I think what happens now is Dedra just loses it. I think over the next year, she just buries herself back in Axis. She doesn't want to do anything. Or maybe she's gained the power from the Gorman Massacre. She gained a higher up employment at the ISB and uses that to go, find Axis. Finish what she started. I don't really know if she's not going to somehow know that Cassian was there. I don't know how she'd figure that out, but yeah, we shall see. I don't think Cassian would kill Syril. That was crazy. Well, he didn't. No, he did not. I mean, he took a part in it for sure, but it was Caro Rylance who finished the blow, which is crazy because he was sort of at least in episode 7, he was preaching, we have to do this peacefully, and he was even the one who knew it was a trap. Oh my God, that 8th episode was so good. See, I love the 3-episode arcs. I love them. But this could have been broken up into 3 weeks. These 3 episodes, at least 2 weeks, episode 7 and 8, and then a week later, episode 9, because episode 8 on its own can just live in a moment for an entire week. And so can episode 9, which it will for this entire week. So they could have spaced these ones out a little bit, but what are you going to do? Yeah. No, guys, tell me what you think is going to happen in the final episodes. Please, I need answers. I have no idea. I really have no clue because it's supposed to set up Rogue One and it's supposed to lead directly into Rogue One, but there has to be some sort of big climactic ending. This felt like an ending, if we're being completely honest. It sets up K2. It's almost like we don't need the final arc. But guess what? There's a bunch of loose ends still there. You'll get to see Bail Organa come to Yavin. You'll get to see all that stuff. But Luthen, Dedra, Clea, those are the biggest open-ended questions going into the finale because those characters aren't in Rogue One. They just are not. And Wilmon, too. Wilmon and his girlfriend. So Wilmon almost died this week, but he didn't. He survived, so I don't know. I'm going to say it now. Andor is the best Star Wars that story that's ever been told. I don't know if I can go that crazy right now. I'm going to have to rewatch the episodes. In order for me to say something as bold as that. I can say something as bold as it's some of the greatest Star Wars we've ever laid our eyes on. That's 100% how I feel right now. Is it the best Star Wars story ever told? Now that's a bold statement, and I'm going to have to rewatch this multiple times to make up my mind on that. It's very hard to beat anything close to Anakin's arc. Anything close to it. It's almost impossible. Even the stuff that happens throughout the first 2 seasons of Mando is tough to compete with in terms of Andor. So I don't know if I'm that far. Yeah. And again, I see some people like Raul saying Andor is better than Revenge of the Sith and the Clone Wars. I said it. I think a lot of people are going to feel that way after tonight's episodes. And that's honestly fantastic. I'm not there yet. Maybe after a couple rewatches, I'll be there. But to beat Revenge of the Sith is going to be extremely difficult for me. Yeah, and I'm happy. I'm really, really happy about that. So happy about that. Oh, it's so damn good. Somehow, like 50 Thunder says, somehow thinking that Vader was force choking Dedra, I thought was the coolest thing I could ever think of. Vader force choking Dedra, and this was better than that. This was better than if Vader showed up and force choked Dedra. And that's saying something. Syril force choking Dedra was better. Crazy. Andor as a whole is not better than any of my favorite projects, but these last 2 episodes are the best Star Wars content we've ever gotten. Interesting. Yeah, because when you look at Andor as a whole, you still have to include those first 6 episodes that were around like an 8.5 to a 9. And that's not higher than Revenge of the Sith. That's not higher than all these other projects, Ahsoka, Mando, whatever. But these 2 episodes, that's a different conversation. When you talk about greatest episodes of all time in Star Wars television, you think of the season finale of Mando Season 2. You think of Ahsoka's Episode 5 with Anakin in the World Between Worlds. You think of One Way Out from Andor Season 1. You think of Ahsoka's first live-action appearance, The Jedi, where we get Grogu's name and all that stuff in Mando Season 2. And these 2 episodes are right there. They are absolutely right there. Crazy. I just watched it with my 82-year-old grandma, and she loved it. Nice. I have one more question regarding the other episodes. What do you think is going to happen, predicting for all 3 of the final episodes, even on the Rebel base? Who are we going to see? Oh, we're going to see something special. I don't know, because they could really give us a lot of familiar faces next week because it's going right into Andor, and it could be involvement with that. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Ghost crew people, I don't know. Harrison Dula is... Hera, Chopper, and the Ghost are all at the Yavin 4 base at that time, but I don't know. I don't know. I want Bigstead, not Syril. Oh my God, that's horrible. It is crazy. Do you think you have recency bias? Honestly, Great Admiral, that's why I'm not saying anything too wild. That's why I'm not. I don't think I will ever regret saying that this is some of the best Star Wars we've ever gotten. I think that's just pure and simple what we just watched. Recency bias is a big deal. I don't think that's what's going on here. I mean, what we just watched is what we just watched, and there's no denying what it was, you know? 0 Saw Gerrera. 0 Saw Gerrera this week. That was weird. So maybe we'll get a lot more of him next week. Probably. Or nostalgia bias? This had nothing to do with nostalgia at all. The Andor series is not, I mean, you could bring in characters like Vader and Palpatine, and they don't. They have the opportunity to. You need to put the entire story together, all episodes, as one story from Ferrix to Aldhani to the prison to Ferrix again to Gorman, and the next arc is stealing the Death Star plans. Yeah. And when you do that, Cassian Andor is a top tier character in Star Wars, and there's no denying that. Do you think Luthen will offer Dedra to join the rebellion and she refuses? I don't see that. I don't see her even getting the offer, you know? I could see Dedra being the one who kills Luthen. Imagine Dedra and Luthen kill each other like at the same time, like blasters just boom, boom, right at the same time, and they both die there in the gallery. That would be crazy. Up until Cassian got back to Yavin and they started to have that conversation, I had no idea that Bix was leaving. I still thought she might have died while he was gone or something crazy like that would have happened, but I never thought she would have left. That's crazy. Yeah. Give Luthen an epic death at least. Oh, he will get an epic death for sure. For sure. Bro, there's one scene in the trailers that we haven't seen of Krennic and that little Imperial chase at the security bureau. I think that'll happen next week. I don't know what you're talking about. Little security chase. There's a lot of Krennic stuff that we haven't seen yet. The Death Star stuff and him interrogating Dedra and all that stuff. We definitely have not seen that yet. No. Yeah. Yeah, when she said Palpatine, Emperor Palpatine, it was crazy. And then they shut her down. Okay, I had to sort of check something here. Mon Mothma, Rebels. When Mon Mothma gets picked up by the Rebels crew, what is she wearing? Do we know, chat? And she gives another speech, right? That is seen in... okay, so she's wearing the white. Interesting. Yeah. So she's wearing the same outfit she wore in this episode. There you go. That's pretty good. Wait, so Mon Mothma... Hang on. Mon Mothma Rebels speech. Because she gives a speech in Rebels, right? And that's the one that they listen to? So Cassian doesn't need to listen to it because we've heard it before. Huh. Wow. Okay. Well, chat, I think I gotta go start making these breakdown videos. I gotta go rewatch these episodes. I don't know what to do. Hopefully these don't take me a million years to make. And hopefully you guys will be patient with me and I can get these out as soon as possible. There's so much to go into. I don't even know what to do anymore. Derek says, will you be joining us tomorrow? Derek, I will try my best. I really don't know how long it's going to take me to make these breakdown videos. And I'm going to, if I can't even hop on for a couple minutes, I'll try and do that, but we'll see. We shall see. Don't stay up all night. That's already going to happen. It is currently 11:46 p.m. and I will be up until at least 2 p.m. or 3 p.m., 4 p.m. tomorrow. So with that being said, I'm going to try and get these breakdown videos done as fast and as good as possible because we got a lot to get into. That even the episode 7 has so much going on in it that's going to take me a while. So I really hope these breakdown videos come out good because I can't do this justice, chat. I can't do these 10 out of 10s justice in a breakdown video. But I will try. I will try. I appreciate you all so much more than you will ever know. Smash a freaking like on the stream if you have not already. Hit that subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time I post a video in my pretty face. Show up the recommended feed of yours. Let's end this poll. Let's see. Wow. Oh my God. We've never seen numbers like this ever on a poll. Ever. I'm actually going to take a screenshot of this, chat. So let's do that. So, what did you think of Andor episode 7, 8, and 9? 92% of you loved it. 92%. 3% liked it. That's 95% right there. And the math is not mathing because 2% said meh and 1% hated it. And to those 1%, I love you, but you are crazy. It was absolutely probably one of the craziest watch parties we've ever done. The fact that it was 3 episodes, the fact that these episodes were so good. I don't even know. I don't know what to do anymore. But we'll be back here next week. And of course, we'll be live every Thursday, Saturday, and Monday for the rest of your lives. It will quickly turn into Tuesday. But until then, go join the Discord and let me know if you see any crazy background sort of Easter egg type things. Maybe I'll miss them. Maybe I won't. So go join that Discord. There's a link in the description below to the people who love Star Wars. Go join it immediately, and let me know if you see any crazy Easter eggs going on in these 3 episodes that I might have missed for my breakdown video. I appreciate it quite a bit. You guys are the people who love. We are the people who love Star Wars. I can incorporate myself in that. We are the people who love Star Wars, and it's a good day to be a person who loves Star Wars. It truly, truly is. And with that being said, may the Force be with you. I don't want to leave, chat. I don't want to leave. I don't want to sit here working by myself, chat. I want you guys to be here. You know, you're right here, and you're ready to fight. What a great day. Sadly, I have to go. And may the Force be with you. Always. Oh, yeah. What a great stream. What a great show. You guys are the absolute best. I appreciate you guys so much more than you will ever know. It's going to be so hard for me when I make these breakdown videos to not talk about episode 8 and 9 in the episode 7 breakdown. But I won't do it, chat. I won't do it. I'll just allude to it. I'll be like, greatness is coming, but I won't spoil. Greatness is coming. Bix lives. Bix lives, chat. Crazy times. Crazy times. But go watch those breakdown videos for me when they come out. I appreciate you all so much more than you'll ever know. Hope you have a great rest of your evening, great rest of your lives, and good night, everybody.